Welcome, it's Friday, the big game. And of course, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. Well, there's actually just one. It's been the biggest news in the world, about the biggest news, top 2, top 3 in the world, all over since last week into this week. And of course, there's no better person to analyze all of that and more than me and Akiri. Me, and it's great to have you in the house.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Wonderful.
And, Lionel Messi may just be coming to the Premier League.
He has to come. So what we're going to do today, to the best of our ability, we're going to give verified information. We're going to let them know, draw the lines, what is rumor, what is verified information. But let's get straight to it. A bombshell has been dropped. We know that he has officially sent in a transfer request. Is Messi going to leave Barcelona? That's the question on everybody's lips. But how did this all start?
He has made the bold move. He has taken the first step. You know, Messi wants to reunite with Pep Guardiola, and there is no denying.
Is that confirmed?
Well, confirmed.
That he is going to.
Confirmed, yes, to a large extent. Messi picked up the phone, made the call to Pep Guardiola after speaking to Ronald Koeman. Now, Koeman made a big mistake, in my own opinion. You've been appointed by the board of Barcelona under Bartomeu to take charge. There have been crisis, and the first thing you made was call Luis Suarez, and you terminated his contract. He still has a year left on his contract.
Was it terminated or a verbal assertion that I would not need you in my plan?
No. Luis Suarez's contract has been terminated.
Has been terminated.
As we speak, Juventus are now exploring the opportunity of having him in Italy.
Of signing Suarez.
He has 1 year left on his contract, but it's been terminated. So obviously, he told him, I don't need you in my plans. That was one. Now, in the last 48 hours, Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi have been seen together. Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi enjoy a healthy relationship.
They do.
In fact, they are both planned to probably play at some point in time together in America or probably in Argentina. You know, so that's how close they are. In the last 48 hours also, for the first time, they saw them in a restaurant, you know, in Spain.
In Spain, they did.
Considering all this, you know, drama.
They saw them driving out and all that.
Now, let's go back to the issue of the crisis. There's the issue of the board, you know, under Bartomeu and Lionel Messi. At some point in time, you will recall that there was this issue of Messi, you know, telling the board, led by Bartomeu, that who are those sponsoring people to go on Twitter and social media to indeed attack the Barca players? Now, they were all about, those players are just all about money and all that.
Exactly.
And it didn't go down well with the players.
Eric Abidal had a major part to play in that.
Abidal, you know, also came out and said, I failed, you know, having an opportunity to take charge of transfers in Barcelona, but you didn't get it right. And if you take a look at Barca in the last couple of years, their transfer has been, you know, shambolic. At some point in time, you realize that the project of Barcelona is to get the best players from La Masia Academy.
La Masia Academy.
Now, let's take a look at a particular player. If there was a player in world football who would have stepped into the shoes of Xavi and Iniesta, it was probably the man at Bayern Munich, Thiago Alcantara. Alcantara at 29 today had a 90% successful pass statistics in the just concluded season. Bayern won the Champions League trophy. And you can't rule out, you know, the exploits of Alcantara in that Bayern side. Now, Jurgen Klopp is looking at the opportunity of having Alcantara, but there is always, you know, another side of this. If you have a player like Alcantara in Liverpool, it will indeed affect the formation of Liverpool. You will need to tweak all that. But let's leave all that. Now, Messi made the phone call to Pep Guardiola after the humiliating 8-2 loss and also the relationship with the Barca board. Why did he call Pep Guardiola? You see, it is important for a player to have the confidence of a coach. Koeman, in his first week, told Suarez, I don't need you anymore. In the first week, he told Messi, all the privileges have been revoked. You won't have them anymore. And it's not done anywhere in world football. See, Messi can be described as a wizard when it comes to football. You can't take it away from him. Now, he made the call to Pep Guardiola because he's concerned about his career. For the first time in 10 years, you know, Barca didn't win any trophy in the season. Now, under Guardiola, there was something Guardiola did that so many people may have forgotten. Guardiola ensured that world-class players were played out of position just to ensure that Messi was a success. One of them was Thierry Henry. And Messi also confessed that when Thierry Henry came to Barca, he was shocked and he thought for the first time, I'm seeing a star in world football. See, Zlatan Ibrahimovic only spent 1 year.
1 year.
And because of Messi, he had to sell Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Samuel Eto'o was one of the greatest strikers we've seen in world football today in the modern era. he had to sell Samuel Eto'o and play Samuel Eto'o out of position. David Villa was one of them. So this is a manager who understood what Messi stood for. And when he realized that, hey, things are changing, the times are changing, what do? I need to play under a manager who understands my type of football, who will do anything to ensure that I'm a success. It's not happening at Barca anymore.
At all.
Things have changed. The trophies have dried up.
They have. Now, this is, individually, it's been his worst season. 31 goals only. I mean, his worst in about 12, 13 years now when it comes to goals tally. Now, one thing that we have to understand here is that, but the Barca board, is there any hope that they might keep Messi? They're still trying to fight.
Okay, now, in the last 24 hours
they're still trying to fight.
The president, came out and suggested that he would step down if Messi
his resignation. But Messi doesn't want to meet with Bartomeu. They have not met.
Now Bartomeu called Messi's father, Messi, and he told him, speak directly with Messi. But to a large extent, Messi has never done this before. Now, it's obvious, even the Catalonia...
So wait, just before you go, let me hold you there. One thing we can be sure, a number of people say that, look, he's looking for a pay bump, a pay rise, a new contract. No, this has never happened in this way before.
That's not true.
He has submitted an official transfer request via his lawyers. So this has never... So this is not what we can be confirmed that it's not about a pay rise, it's not about money. He wants to leave.
He wants to leave.
Now, there's also a place that we have to look at now. A number of people still don't understand it. Now, there's a clause in Messi's contract, which he put that at the end of the season, which was supposedly should have ended early June or late May.
That's it.
Early June at the latest.
Yes.
That he would be allowed to go for free. But immediately next season starts, that clause will be null and void until the end of the season. I hope you all understand that.
Yes.
But now it so happens that due to coronavirus, the season was extended into August. So his lawyers are trying to put up that there's a loophole, that it is based on a season, not a time base, but based on the season which was extended. Do you think that that's a case that if this does go to court, do the lawyers have anything to stand on?
They stand a massive chance.
They do stand a massive chance because FIFA will be on their side.
You see, ordinarily, FIFA also wouldn't want football cases to go to the ordinary court.
To the ordinary court, exactly.
Now you'd have to explore the opportunity of the Court of Arbitration for Sport.
For sports.
And you see, you don't need to blink an eye. It's not about sentiment. There are certain players that will be protected in world football, by the biggest organizations like FIFA, UEFA, and CAS to a large extent. I'm not trying to pour any form of sentiment on the side of Messi. But you would also realize that the Barca board have come out to say, we are trying to avoid any situation of court cases.
Yes.
Because they understand what it means.
And even for
Once
Messi,
you step to the courts, you can't get the best of Messi on the field of play anymore.
Very true.
So the best thing you may probably do is allow Messi leave and also explore the opportunity of the courts. It's understandable. But while Messi is at Barcelona and you're going to courts, then the damage is done.
It's
so there is no way
it's
you will get the best.
Let's get to this now.
So
the clause
stands at,
they're trying to avoid that. The clause stands at almost 700 million. What we are sure of is that Man City is putting together a package of almost 200 million.
Yes.
They're looking at between 100 and 200 million so the point is that they're trying to come to a compromise on one side about a transfer fee that will make Barca feel like they can rebuild. And Man City is looking like they are willing to pay. In fact, reports have it that they have agreed personal terms with Lionel Messi.
Well, to a large extent, as we speak, Man City are offering, it's 9.5 million pounds.
Okay.
They're also offering David Silva, and offering about 3-4 players.
Yes, David Garcia is part of that.
Jesus and part of that. To ensure that they get Lionel Messi.
Okay.
In world football today, there are few clubs who would easily cough out, that money.
That money.
But you should also understand that, Manchester City just came out of this UEFA probe in terms of financial fair play and all that, So these are things they're also looking at. Now, we should also not forget the fact that there are other clubs who could also get Lionel Messi.
Exactly.
One of them is Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay.
In the last 24 hours also, Neymar has told the PSG board, do everything you can to get Lionel Messi.
But that's very unlikely.
Well, fingers crossed. Very unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Because Messi has, a preferred manager he wants to
Chelsea also is another team that can.
Chelsea
they have what it takes to get Messi.
Chelsea could, but it may never happen.
It would most probably never
just
happen.
Just because, a Messi wouldn't want to play
under
Frank Lampard.
Wonderful.
And the style of football may not really interest Lionel Messi because it will look like, I'm starting again.
I wish we had more time, but let's just run a percentage. How sure do you think this transfer would happen? Messi to Man City. Just give me a percentage.
60-40.
64. 60 to happen.
60 to happen.
Wow, I would go higher than you. I would go for 80. But like, thank you, man. Okay, so let's just very fast. Arsenal against Liverpool tomorrow. The curtain raiser for the new English season, of course, it's going to be 2 weeks up until matches start. Arsenal will be up against Liverpool. By their last games, we saw Arsenal, of course, Arsenal just played a 4-1 against MK Dons. But, of course, their last competitive game was the FA Cup, which final over Chelsea, which they did quite well. Liverpool did not look so solid in their last friendly against Salzburg. So, of course, they had played Stuttgart and they were going up against Salzburg. From what you see from the last matches, the Liverpool...
it's still experimental stage for Arsenal Football Club, although they've been very busy in the transfer window. Gabriel, from Lille Metropole,
their defense has...
almost a done deal at this point in time. And kudos to Saliba. He's just 19 years of age. And then he had a great impact against MK Dons. Everyone is looking forward to that. He's been compared to Van Dijk and also Van Rijn.
So what do you think about tomorrow? Who do you think will take tomorrow?
Well, I'll give it to Arsenal.
Give it to Arsenal. Well, of course, we're going to remain here with Liverpool. remember Sevilla, Inter, we spoke about it, but you can take my prediction to the bag, all right? Thank you so much, Mian. It was great talking to you. Please let us know on social media what do you think about the Messi debacle, the Messi saga. At TVC Connect, use the hashtag Welcome Nigeria. Mian, how do we hit you up on social media?
Yes. At me and Akiri.
At me and Akiri. Tag at me and Akiri. Tag me at Mike Messi. Let us have a healthy discourse about what's going on in Barca. That's all we can take now. We'll take a short break. There's still more to come.